So guys, this is a brilliant thing about the world. The tables always turn in your favor, no matter what. Even if you're going through a hard time, even if you're going through absolute hell, and somebody might have put you through something very, very bad. And like I said, the good thing about this world is it always turns. The world always turns. And things will be in your favor one way or another eventually, at some time. It could be sooner than later, or it could be later. You just never know. But God sees everything that happens in this world. Nothing goes unnoticed. Nobody gets out of here, and nobody gets away with doing some dirty ass shit. So, just when you think you're getting screwed over, just when you think that somebody might have done something to you real dirty, and then it might look like they're living the life, they're living good, they might be with other people, they're doing other things, they're having a better time than you, they're living better than you, and you're just in this unfortunate situation in your life. And I'm telling you guys this because I've been there before. And I'm here to tell you that the world always turns. They could be going from having a good time. You could be in a complete dump of a situation. That's going to do a complete 360. You'll be on top. They'll be on bottom. They'll be sad. They'll be depressed. You'll be on top. You'll be happy. You'll be living with abundance. And they're going to be crying their asses out trying to get back into your life. And guess what you're going to do? You're not going to let them. Because they already showed you exactly who they are. And that's what you needed. Because they weren't loyal from the very beginning. You might have even saw signs in this person itself that they were not loyal in the beginning, but you continued to mess with them, and you shouldn't have done it because you didn't think they'd do the things they did to you, but they did it. And now you know. And you can take that as a learning experience to put that in your back pocket for the rest of the time. When you see certain things, you're not going to let it go. And even with myself, I learned a lot from the past, and I learned a lot from people in the past, and there's even things that still try to test me to this day, and I pass all these tests because of what happened to me in the past. I'm not easily used, I'm not easily manipulated, nothing like that, so I feel good about everything, and that's because I can avoid a lot of crazy stuff that could happen to me. And I don't let it get to me. And even after all the bad things that might happen to you, like I said, the tables always turn. And these people are the ones that end up upside down. And you're gonna be winning. You're gonna be over there winning, and they're gonna hate you so much. And it's not gonna be your fault. But the difference is, it was their fault as to why you had intense hate towards them because of what they personally did to you. You didn't even do anything personal to these people. It's called the karmic effect. And they hate you because you won. They lost. And they know this. Deep down inside, they know this to a T. They know this for a fact. I'm telling you guys. And you still didn't do anything to this person, personally. or people. It could be whoever. They just hate you because you came out on top. The world turned in your favor. And the world turned upside down for these people because of what they did in the past, everybody else. There are people in this world that try to scam their way through life. And I'm not even joking. And a lot of females like to do this, and I'm not saying there's not males that like to do this or try to do this or do this as well, because there are, and I know of some, just not nearly as many. Females can get away with it much easier, and that's why we talk about females more than males on this channel, because it's a bigger problem in the world. And it's not to pick on females who don't do this. You guys shouldn't be getting offended because it has nothing to do with you. If you're getting offended, that should say something about you, because I have females on this channel that understand where I'm coming from, but then there's females that want to get all defensive. Are you sure that's not you? Are you sure it's not you that's doing these things? You know what I mean? I just think females get away with more because they're a female. Males, there's more male providers in this world than female providers. It's just the way it is. There's more people in males in a position to be used, to be a stepping stone, and that's just the way it goes. That's why more females screw over more males, but like I said, there are males who do it too, just not as many. And there's more females doing this than males, and it's a well-known fact. And they try to scam their way, these people who I'm talking about, not everybody. It's these specific people who do these things that try to scam their way through life, that they'll always get caught in the end. Because they want to try to avoid hardships themselves. They want to try to avoid going through things themselves. They think they can just like launch off everybody else and like lie, manipulate their way into positions to make things better for themselves, when they don't love or care for any of these people at all, and really they're just using them. And you just have to make sure that that person is not you, because it sucks. I've been there before. I didn't get used for money. I got more used in my life for like emotional stability, and just completely wasting my time. And that sucks equally as much as losing money. I'm not saying losing money don't suck. It definitely does. And it's going to set you back, but it sucks too to be used just as a person in general. To be to invest your time into a person that you think is going to be there forever, and it's just like in a flick of a finger, all that was just gone. And they're off doing other things with other people, and it's like they just kind of leave you in the dust for no reason at all. They can't even give you a reason as to why, and you understand what just happened in this situation, so use that motivation in that moment to get better and to never look back and to never give these people another chance, because they do not deserve it. And like I said, the tables always turn. You're going to end up on top after these hard times. And then they're going to fall right to the bottom. You're going to go up, they're up here, and then they're going to go down here. So you go from here to here, they go from here to here. Now you're on top, now they're down here crying. And they're going to try to reach you back up here again. Oh, hey, look at me. I don't think so. You can stay down there and you can work your shit out. And you know what? They might have made a mistake. But you're going to have to build yourself back up and prove yourself. And even then, the chances are slim to none. So, but karma is a real thing, guys. Don't think the people are living a dream. People just like completely did you wrong, and now they're just living the life. Like, it does not work like that. It never does. And I mean, short term, they might have got a win over you. They might be in a position where it might look like they're doing good, but just wait. Just give it some time. Just give it some time. They're going to mess it up, or somebody else is going to cut them off. Either one's going to happen. They're going to get screwed either way, and you're going to end up getting the win. One way or another. Karma don't miss. Karma is there. And don't get down on yourself. Don't think negatively about yourself. It has nothing to do with you. You are obviously a good option for this person for a reason. And sometimes these individuals can think the grass is greener on the other side. And no, this is not something I'm currently going through. This is not something I've currently gone through even in recent history. This is stuff I just learned throughout life, and I'm making a video out of it. Because it's all true. And this is just a great lesson that I've learned from life in general. I used to be friends with so many people. I used to have just like a lot of people in my life. And you go through these spiritual awakenings and you start to recognize what people are all about. And they're not that nice person that they try to show you to your face, and they're more backstabbing than you'll ever think or ever know in life. And that's why you had to keep a small circle. That's why you have to watch out. People are not to be trusted in this world. A lot of people are not to be trusted. You have to have a very select amount of people in your life. And even some of these people might dip out. Even some of these people might leave, or they might change, or something can happen, because people are unpredictable. You just never know with people. That's why you have to really get to know somebody. And even then, you're still taking a risk. There's a risk with everything. Nothing is 100%. And with that being said, it doesn't mean something's not going to work out. I'm just saying nothing is 100%. This person could pass away. And the person you were dependent on might not be there. So that's why you don't depend on anybody. That's why you become independent. When you can do that and you can build a kick-ass life by yourself, everything else becomes a bonus, because in reality, it is just you. People can talk all they want. They build these families. They get these homes. They have kids. They have dogs. They have pets, and all this stuff. Nothing is guaranteed. And yeah, it's pretty likely that the family will stick together. It'll be the mom, the dad, the kids, the dogs, whatever. But even that is going to come to an end. Your spouse could die. Your kids are going to grow up. They're going to leave the house. Life's going to go on. It's going to be just you again someday. It's never going to, like, you know what I mean? It's just how the world goes. That's why you should build a kick-ass life by yourself and continue to be yourself. If you can do that, there's nothing anybody has over you. But if you're dependent on people for happiness, like a lot of people are in this world, which is a big mistake, I think, you're in for a disaster. You are in for a disaster. And I used to have that mindset, because we all get brought up with the same thing. Oh, you need friends, you need this, you need that. Scarcity, scarcity, scarcity. It's all scarcity mindset. And it teaches us more to depend on other people. And when we put our dependence on other people, and they let us down, or they hurt us, or they backstab us, or they do us wrong, they do us dirty, it stings real bad. So the first thing you should do is build a kick-ass life all by yourself. Do the things that you like to do. That way, if somebody leaves, if something happens, if somebody passes away, you never know what's going to happen. You could completely grow apart from a person, and you guys don't even have any beef or nothing like that. It just happens. You guys mutually decide to go your separate ways, and there's no hard feelings. It is what it is. That can happen too. There's so many variables, right? You got you at the end of the day. But if you are codependent, you don't got you. And you lose these people and you are nothing. And I'm telling you guys now, that's one of the most painful things that you'll ever go through in your life. And I've been through that exactly. Exactly. It's exactly what I've been through. So what did I do? I basically cut everybody off, and I grew myself as a person, and I never looked back. And there's certain things that came back into my life, and there was more things that left, and there's things that came in, and it's just like, and even today, it doesn't matter what comes and what goes. There's things always coming and going in my life, constantly, every single day, pretty well. Like, there's new people, I meet new people, new friends. Some people, I might be friends with them for a little bit, and all of a sudden we just sort of drift off. And I ain't worried, whatever happens. Like, I got myself. I got my life. I still do things to this day by myself with no friends at all. I do activities today by myself with no friends at all. And I'm perfectly fine. And when you can be in that position, there's nothing that can faze you. You don't need a girlfriend, you don't need a boyfriend, but if something happens to happen, it could add on, like, it could be another bonus to your life. And you could be a bonus to this person's life as well. And if it doesn't work and it doesn't work out, you're back to square one. You still got yourself. And I think that is the way to live. And you also have to trust yourself, because if you don't trust yourself, it's like, people that just like, oh, I don't trust nobody, blah, blah, blah. You don't even trust yourself, to be honest. And like, yeah, I get it. I don't trust a lot of people, but I'll never say I don't trust nobody. Like, I'll give people trust to a certain extent. But you just can't live your life in that scarcity. I don't trust nobody, and just being this like type of person. It's just not good. And like I said, it doesn't mean you can't. There's people I absolutely don't trust, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to say I don't trust absolutely nobody. Like, I'll give people the benefit of the doubt until they prove me wrong. So I think having that type of a mindset is a little bit healthier. And they can gain that trust. They can gain respect. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way I think it should be. I don't think you should have that mindset with, I don't trust nobody. You can have that mindset, I don't trust a lot of people, but to say nobody, that's just a little far-fetched. You should give people a chance, and it doesn't mean you completely let them in to give them a chance. You just give them like the benefit of the doubt. Okay, we'll see what's up, we'll hang out, this, that, this, and we'll see what's up. Like, you can't just be completely closed off. And it's understandable if you don't want friends, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, no family in your life at a particular time. But if you're going to do that, use that time to stay positive and to completely work on yourself. And everything I'm explaining right now, guys, it's good ways to stay protected. It's good ways to not have these setbacks, to not have these awful things that is happening in your life. And then you won't end up in a position where you're at the bottom, and then the person that did you wrong is going to deal with their karma, and then you're going to end up going up. Like, you can avoid all that stuff by just living how you should. There's literally a blueprint of how you should live your life. And you should go by the blueprint. The blueprint is how I'm explaining it. And it works. It's a recipe for success. With friendships, relationships, with all these things. With people in general. You're not open to get screwed over. You're not open to be used. But you're open enough to where you can like accept and receive like certain things in your life. You have that opening to where you're open for the right things, but you're closed off to the wrong things. That's basically how it is. But anyways, I'm going to cut this video short. I do have another video that I'm going to do, and I'm going to try my best to get it done because I am damn tired right now. And my favorite team tonight got put out of the playoffs in the NHL, so I'm not happy about that, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, even if you are in a position right now where you got screwed over, or it could even be a year that you got screwed over and you're still just not the same yet, just understand that time will heal everything. Time will completely change your life. Like, give it 5 years. And I don't even mean you're going to only start to feel good in 5 years. Watch the progress you make in 5 years' time. You're going to go from night and day of a difference. Night and day. I'm a completely different person to what I was 5 years ago. Mentally and spiritually. Physically, I was still good at that age, but as far as my mentality and spiritually, I was much weaker at that age. I'm much more, and I'm physically better too, but especially mentally and spiritually. Grown leaps and bounds, just with understanding wise. So don't worry for whatever things happen to you guys. Don't worry, because the tables will turn. You'll be back on top and they'll be at the bottom, and that's how it's going to be. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to get out of here now, and I'm going to get on to the next video. Until next time, peace out.